Welcome to today's episode of Steady Improvement. We are going to talk about the negative impact it can have to give your customers too many things to choose from. So let's dive into it. When it comes to what you sell, there are most likely that you are selling more than one thing. You might be working in a clothing store, in a car shop, or maybe in a furniture store. In all of these three examples, I am sure that you're selling more than just one model of a thing. In the car shop, there might be 50 cars. In the clothing store, there might be 100 different types of clothing to choose from. And in the furniture store, you maybe have everything for your house and even 20 options to choose from when it comes to only sofas. Although it may seem against your intuition at first, it may be worth considering a reduction in the number of options provided by your business in order to drum up maximum interest in your offerings. Even though many of you might be business owners, most of you are probably not. And if you are an employee, you maybe don't have the authority to go to your boss tomorrow and say that we should reduce the amount of products we sell in order to earn more money and to sell even more. But you can direct the customer if you're going to try 5 sofas together or only 2. What happens if you get too many choices is that the decision gets harder to what thing you should choose. The only times it is good to maximize the number of options available is when the customer is likely to know exactly what they want and are simply looking for a shop or business that supplies it. Otherwise, it is from my experience a good idea to try to limit down your options as a few as possible. If you are an entrepreneur that is starting a company and nailing down on what to sell and how many, try to start with only one product or service at first and go all in on that thing. It will probably lead to you selling a lot more just because you are spending all your waking hours, almost, to make that one thing as good as possible, which leads to that thing that people then buy have a lot of value to it. Most times, people tend to overestimate the upside of having too many options, and if you have that one product that starts to sell really, really well, don't start putting your time on creating another thing. Double down on what you already have and try to improve it so it just keep on giving more and more value, which in return will lead to you selling more and more. Just take an example from the world-known shampoo brand Head & Shoulders. When they reduced the number of versions of products from staggering 26 to only 15, they quickly experienced a 10% increase in sales. So when you're thinking about having 20 or 5 options of something, try going with the lower number. Make it easier for a customer to choose and see your number in your bank account go up. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Steady Improvement, and I hope that I've helped you in your journey of leveling up your sales skills. Until next time, peace.